Hello everyone, it's me Jenny and it's time for another Comment Commentary, amazingly. And this should be a relatively brief video in comparison to last week, but thank you to all of you shoe people nonetheless, because I've only actually got 7 videos for once, because it's on weekly instead of being on the whenever the hell I forget. Oh god, so many videos. So I've just finished replying to all your comments. I've already had one response back, so thank you all. And yeah, I'm going to quickly just go through my videos and comment on your comments, because that is what a comment commentary is. So starting from my Monday video from last week, which is my first playthrough of Don't Starve Shipwrecked, and KSJ commented that if the internet existed in my imagination, why do you ask that I think of porn so often? I think it might have been edited out of that video, but I had a lot of technical difficulties on that playthrough. I managed to get my web camera working, it was brilliant, but I was playing in my room, so I didn't have signal. I was also playing in my room, so I didn't have, usually I have the second computer up, so I can check whether or not the video is working from the Twitch perspective while I play on my laptop. And so I didn't know whether or not the stream was working. And B, I didn't have access to chat, so I was trying to access it on my phone, and my phone wasn't reacting, and it was all just a bunch of badness. So I think my direct comment was, now that I know the internet's working and not in my imagination, because I'd finally managed to get the chat working. So yes, out of context, I am aware that that maybe sounded like my brain was running the internet, but it was more the internet existed, but I wasn't sure of it. I don't know. But yeah, so for me, the internet doesn't include porn, so my brain wasn't, like, it's the, when a baby sees someone leave, like, they're out of their frame of view, because they don't have context of, you know, they can't conceive of something being outside of their sight, they therefore believe that they don't exist in the world anymore, and that's why they get sad when their parents leave or anything. I'm kind of like that, like, if I don't see the internet for porn, so when porn is gone from my world, I don't believe it existed in the first place. That makes any sense. I don't think it did. Oh well. Moving on to my Tuesday video, which was my Memoirs of a Geisha movie review. Baxon said I've still got it. He was originally part of one of the movie clubbers, so thank you, movie clubber to movie clubber. And I don't think I still had it. I think that was not a particularly good review, but thank you nonetheless. Tiny Teddy, hello Heidi, it's me, just said, hey lady, I love the way you described this film, we really enjoy the film, you make me want to watch it again. Happy New Year, Happy New Year! Anyone that hasn't, we wish Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I'm glad that I made you want to watch it again. It's one of those films that I've watched so many times and I will probably continue to watch again and again as the years go on. It's a beautiful film, and every time I watch it there's something visual that I'm like, wow. So yeah, thank you. And Sean, I need to know how to pronounce your name, because I know you've commented on more than one video. Sean Watek? Okay. I'm gonna call you Sean, if that's okay. Said, beautiful movie, greatest story, favourite of Japan, art film related. Favourite scene is the ice cream scene. The ice cream scene is pretty lovely. And the way that they've directed that, so it's a fairy tale moment, which kind of is the main motivation for the character. It's a beautiful scene. It's something so simple and so well done, and that's the whole point of that scene. So good choice on the favourite scene. Oh, my first my comment commentary from last week. Again, thank you to all you shoe people. You shoe people are the best people. Big Virgo Tube says he agrees with me on the final crane shot of Star Wars taking him out of the film, felt really out of place. Yeah, it was one of those things that it wasn't until after I kind of rewatched my comment commentary that I was like, that's the reason where one of my favourite sensations in the world is when you leave a movie theatre and you have that kind of endorphin release, and it's that feeling where, like, the world is your oyster. You can do backflips and kicks, or you can, you know, you just want to run through a forest wearing a squishy skirt, and like this is my brain space maybe, but that's sort of like your feeling of ultimate possibility, and that's one of my favourite feelings in the world. And I usually get it when you leave a movie theatre or you're halfway through an anime series and it's a big build up and it's that sort of like charged moment, that energy from watching someone else's story. And it was one of those things that, like, I got it when I watched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I got it when I watched both Sherlock Holmes films by Guy Ritchie. Like, there's an energy, Mad Max. Like, there's an energy that you get from really good films that you leave the cinema and you're like, I want to do things and everything is amazing and the world is enormous. And that, I think that was the scene that ruined it for me, because I could have left the cinema with that sensation, with that feeling of, I want to get a lightsaber and, like, I want to be a Jedi. And that last shot just, oh, why? It took me completely out of that moment. So I left the cinema still with a bit of a buzz, but it definitely lessened my buzz. So yeah, it's just that one shot, and why do they switch cameras? And it's so out of place. The beautiful build up of this, like, single shot steady cam, like beautiful HD, and then that one shot, oh my god, it bugs me so much. It just ruined that kind of final buzz. Like, it didn't ruin the film. It didn't ruin the film in any way, shape, or form. It just ruined that, like, it just took away from the final walking out of the cinema buzz. And KSJ said he likes to simulate my brain cells to see what thoughts come out. Well, that definitely falls into that aspect. Nathan Lyle says he was tearing down a house last week and stepped on a board. There was nail sticking out of it, and nail went through his shoe and barely missed his toes. I can't tell whether or not that story is real or not, but I thank you for being a shoe person nonetheless. And Mark Amano said he wishes to fix my Wi-Fi as well. I wish to fix my Wi-Fi. It would be so nice to have really, really smooth internet connections. At the moment, my internet's not too bad, but it's one of those things that's just continued to be not good. On my Sort of Naked Truth, which was a catch-up video for previous years, last year, God grief, on charity. Let's have a look. Obviously, Trisha was, Nathan Lyle pointed out that Trisha was on a honeymoon. I knew that, I did know that, I just forgot it. I blanked on the fact that Trisha was having an amazing time in New Zealand, because I'm a ditzy human being. But yeah, she, like, honeymoon, woo, New Zealand, woo. So yes, I completely forgot about that, but there we go. And he was half asleep during that video, so I'm sorry if you can understand what I was saying, but I'm glad you agreed with it, even if you didn't understand it, although I'm not sure whether or not that says something good about me, or whether or not it says something about the over-trusting of knowledge. But thank you. And Baxon posted the Avenue Q song. Yeah, Avenue Q. I love Avenue Q. It's such a good time. Like, adult things with puppets. What more do you want? And moving on to I made a white hot chocolate. Meg, lovely Meg. She said yum, which it was. Mark Amano says it looks delicious. It was. Sean, I'm gonna try and pronounce your surname. Just gonna not. Said I could airmail him some if possible. I think it would get cold. I think you can buy it around. In fact, Jolly Wave asked for steers that I was putting into my hot chocolate. It's white hot chocolate powder. I don't really know where to get it. I'm pretty sure it's relatively accessible. I've had it gifted to me. I think I've definitely been gifted it before. It was like in a pack of like hot chocolate kits. So there was like a white hot chocolate, a dark hot chocolate, and a milk hot chocolate, different sets, and there was like a little bag of marshmallows and then a mug. It's like a box, which I got a few years ago, and then this year I just given the tin of hot chocolate powder. I feel like it's readily available, but you need to go into like gift shops or like tea shops in order to get white hot chocolate. But I know there are ways of getting hold of it. I've just never actually purchased it, but I have been gifted it at least twice, so I know it is available. But it is really delicious. It's fantastic with spray cream, gotta say. And spray cream is fantastic in its own right, hence the little giggle at the end of that video where I was like, haha, spray cream. But yeah, spray cream plus white hot chocolate, it's good. But I think if you just Google white hot chocolate powder, I think you can probably find it on Amazon or some sort of food retailery place. But I definitely think they sell it in things like fancy gift shops and tea shops. KSJ said, and you did that all with one hand. Yes, pretty much. Particularly the pouring in the chocolate and doing the spraying, that was all one-handed. But yeah, it was good. It was fun times. I didn't spill anything. You did see me nearly boil over the milk, but I managed to catch it just in time. And yeah, it's pretty nifty. Moving on to my mini teaser video, which was like a clip of a dance video that I've been wanting to post for absolutely ages, but I just haven't got around to it. And I've been working on my video on my channel trailer for quite a while now, and I'm really torn about what I want to do with it, because there's the way that I kind of want to do it is just kind of like a music video thing where it's visuals with like an overarching music. But I also want to obviously show what I do, and mostly what I do is talking. Honestly, most of what I do is talking. So, like, it's hard to edit it so it's a coherent video while doing the talking parts and the non-talking parts. And like a lot of my favorite videos and stuff that I really want to share are travel videos, but they aren't really like incidental to my channel. They're not really a key part of my channel as a thing. This isn't a travel vlog channel. It's just a Jenny talks to a camera channel with occasional I do things. So it's kind of been difficult to try and come up with a nice kind of even pace for the trailer. I am working on it. Touch wood, it'll be up this week. But we'll see, hopefully. It's really hard to get a good pace and kind of like sum up the atmosphere of this channel when like a whole edited video isn't really the sort of thing that I do. To be honest, like a really truthful trailer for this channel would be for me to just stand in front of the camera and be like, hey, welcome to my channel, these are the things I do. But I'm trying to go with something slightly more professional and slightly more of a gift for you guys, so there we go. Meg says, pretty, thank you Meg, you're lovely. Big Virgo Tube says, did I dance once upon a time? I did dance once upon a time. I did ballet on and off from when I was 3 to when I was 18. I did GCSE dance, and I did A-level performing arts. And I attempted I did some ballroom dance classes during GCSE, and I did a little bit of ballet last year. The thing is, when I say I did ballet, like, the thing with ballet is, in order to be a ballet dancer, you need to do 5 to 6 hours a week at least, from age 3 consistently. If you want to actually do it as a job, you need to do it for like 5 hours a day. And I did it for 45 minutes a week, not counting holidays, and of those 45 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of those 45 minutes was chat. So I am not a dancer. I've never been a dancer, and I never will be a dancer. I am not particularly flexible. I just like to dance. It's like, I know it's a cliche, but it's when I feel most myself is when I'm dancing, whether it's in the back garden or just putting on some music. And it's a very personal thing. Like, I showed that particular video to my sister, and she was like, I don't think you should post it because it's very you. It's very, very personal. I'm like, well, I've posted dance videos before doing YouTube. I was on Hit Record, which is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's production company website, and I used to just post dance videos to that channel pretty much. And so, you know, it's very personal, but it's also very me. So I'm not going to turn this into a dance channel because I can't physically do that, but I used to do dance. I don't really do it much anymore other than backyard boogieing like the video is, but yeah, I like dancing, I really do. Let's see, Infinity Pulse 1 says, the only thing he finds more attractive than someone that can classically dance is if they can play piano. I cannot play piano, I just can't. I never did lessons, so I probably could theoretically, I have hands, but I'm pitch deaf, tone deaf, and relatively uncoordinated. I can play like the first bit of the main Lord of the Rings film, the do 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 do, and that's pretty much it. And I think I did learn, like, my sister wrote out the kind of lyrical part of the Snowman animated film, the do 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 do. But I never learnt more than that kind of section in the most simplified form, and I've since forgotten it. My sisters, both of them can play piano. My mum can play piano. We have a piano downstairs which is old enough that it has ivory keys still, which is not something that you get nowadays unless you pay a very, very dangerous amount of money. But it's never a skill that I've learned. I can remember, like, GCSE level, pre-GCSE level music, where I made up some music where you just got given a keyboard and you had to, like, notate it. So I did the, like, do 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 diddly do So yeah, that's pretty much all of music. I can't sing, I can't play any instruments. I can dance, as you can see, which I can't say I'm particularly good at dancing, I just really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not musically adept. But there we go. Moving on, Libin says, can't wait to see the full thing, such great dancing. The full video probably won't ever go up online because there's a couple of things that I feel slightly uncomfortable with that video. I think that clip is perfectly respectable. I do really like the full video, but it's not something that I feel comfortable putting up online at the moment. But we'll think about it. It's mostly because that skirt is very fluffy, and sometimes I wasn't wearing shorts underneath, I'll just say that much. So that full video is probably not going to go up online of just the dance sequence, but the full trailer video will be up at some point, hopefully, if I manage to get it to work. At the moment, it's not working very well, so I need to do some more editing. I'm very limited by the fact that I still use Windows Movie Maker, and that is my editing software, so it doesn't give me a lot of options for editing and trying to make it look professional and nice and tell the story of this channel without being overt and do it all under about 2 minutes, while saying what I actually do and what I've done in the past. And the highlights of the videos aren't really the standard videos. Like the highlights of this channel aren't really my average videos, so trying to kind of deal with that juxtaposition is kind of difficult. And moving on, last video, blimey O'Reilly, on my Dream Logic is Stupid Sleepy Sleep Hangover vlog. That was not good grammar breakdown word structure thing, but it kind of sums up my feelings on that video. There we go. KSJ says, never question the genius of your dreams. The college and glitter propaganda poster might just turn you into the next Andy Warhol. That's very kind of you. It was really weird, like, it wasn't glitter, it was kind of more like art sand. Like, at some point I'll show off my children's collage. There is a bit of art that I did when I was little, which was like you pour on sand and it makes like a pattern. It was more like that than glitter, but it was a weird dream. Mark Armani says he doesn't usually remember his dreams, but he had a dream about a jaw muscle being upside down and it hurting. Dream pain is the worst pain. It's like, it's never bad because it's all in your head. Like, if you actually think, like, when you're dreaming that you're in pain, it's never actually that bad, because if you actually focus in on the pain, you don't feel it anymore because it's all psychological. But it's really, really annoying in that the moment you stop thinking about it, the pain psychologically gets worse. It's really weird. Dream pain is one of the most bizarre, like, psychological sensations, because you wake up and you're like, oh, that was nothing. And it wasn't actually pain, it's just the feeling that you should be in pain and therefore you are. Dream pain is the worst thing. Nathan Lyle says, if that's what you call a strange dream, the normal dreams must be very boring because it seemed like one of my normal everyday dreams. My weird dreams are things like I'm a teenager living in a coastal town working at an aquarium/amusement park, and a shark breaks out of the pool and starts attacking everyone, and the roller coaster is out of control, and some guy jumps in front of the roller coaster and stops it by shooting pure lightning out of his hand, and then he runs away. It's a whole long story. I have read it all. To be honest, I think that's a relatively logical dream. There's a lot of water themes, there's a lot of purple lightning themes. Like, I feel like it's a pretty coherent superhero sort of origin story type drama going on with that. The thing that I found weird about the dream, and the dream itself wasn't that weird, it was the fact that it was such a compulsion dream. I woke up with such a compulsion to do things. Like, I woke up and I was like, I don't know what I was supposed to be doing, but I have to do it. Like, it was such a high, like, compulsion dream. It set me off as like I've got to do things. And then the moment I woke up, I was like, I've got to do things, but I really need to go back to sleep. That was a weird night for sleeping because, as I said, I was kind of on like a post all-nighter sleep hangover. So actually what happened earlier in the evening was I got home from work at around 5:30 and I briefly snuggled up in bed around 6 o'clock. And then about 7:15, no, 1 sec, it was about 7, I don't know, I snuggled up in bed around 6, so I probably was fast asleep by about 6:15. At about 7:05, I got woken up by someone in the house. I looked at my clock, and saw 7:05, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to be at work in 5 minutes, because it was dark outside, so I thought it was the morning. I'd been asleep for 45 minutes, but I thought I'd been asleep for 13 hours. And so I woke up and I was like, oh my god, and I like started to get my clothes ready, I like got dressed, I started like brushing my hair, like grabbing my shoes, running out the door, and at which point I saw someone else in my house like, what time is it? And they were like 7:15. I'm like, oh my god, in the morning? And they just laughed at me. So yeah, that's part of the reason why when I had this dream on top of that experience, it felt really weird. I had such a sleep hangover. I'm still kind of semi-getting over it now, but yeah, there we go. And I think that's it. It looks like someone else has responded to some comments. Yes, looks like a couple of you already responded, so I will get to those responses and read them through in a minute, but this video is probably long enough considering, oh my god, I thought this was going to be a short video and it's 21 minutes long. Okay, thank you for watching. As this is another long video, I'm going to say the secret word of the day, instead of being shoe, is going to be, can I think of anything creative? I really can't think of anything. Bacon. The word of the day is bacon. If you've watched all the way to the end of this video, please put the word bacon in the comments so I know who you are, and I know who's willing to put up with this rambling nonsense for 22 nearly minutes. Yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to comment on anything I've commented on today, and I will talk about you next week in hopefully a shorter video, but the whole reason why I film on my web camera is I know I'm going to ramble, so ramble. Thank you for watching, feel free to comment, and I will see you guys all next week for another Comment Commentary, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a Naked Truth. Thank you for watching, bye.